So it's treat time today, and since I've been making all of you folks eat low carb foods, I thought we'll make something a little more interesting, and that would be high fat ultra low carb ice cream. That's incredibly simple to make. So what you need for that, actually all you need is really 2 Ziploc bags, one a quart size and one a gallon size. The ingredients that you will need are, you need whole milk, obviously. We don't want anything that is low fat. We are also going to use either cream or whipped cream. I'll be using whipped cream. We need something to sweeten the whole thing up, so what I tend to use is sugar-free natural. Now you will find a lot of artificial sweeteners in the market, and this is the one I usually recommend because out of the more popular artificial sweeteners you have aspartame, that is one type, and this which is made of something called sucralose. I prefer sucralose to aspartame because aspartame, although it does work as a sweetener, still is a molecule that is foreign to the body. Sucralose, on the other hand, is a concentrated form of cane sugar, so I believe it's something that the body is able to process a lot better. You also need vanilla extract, and finally some pecans which have been sauteed in butter and salt. So let's get started. What you need is, you need to take the small Ziploc bag. In this you will measure out one quantity or 1 cup of whole milk. Let's go ahead and put that in there. 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. So let's get that done. Doesn't that look gorgeous? So let's get that in there without messing things up. Let me see if I can figure this out. Yes. So that's the heavy whipping cream. We have that out of the way. You can mix that up. The next thing you need is your vanilla essence. So I usually just go by feel. 1 cap size would be enough. Yep, that should be about right. Now in terms of the artificial sweetener, I usually take you need about 2 spoons worth per cup, and since we've added 2 cups worth of cream and milk in here, I'm going to add 4 spoons. 2, 3, 4. And finally the awesome bit, which is the sauteed pecans in salt and butter. So just add all of that in. That essentially is your ice cream mixture. So before you close the bag, just make sure that you do take all the air out and then zip it up close nicely, and that essentially is your ice cream mixture. Fine. Shake it up a bit so things mix up. Anyway, they will get mixed when we finally make the ice cream. With this out of the way, what we need to do next is have a mechanism to freeze the whole thing without the whole thing becoming full of ice. As in, if you stick this into the freezer, you'll get a bunch of icicles and it's not going to taste very creamy or very nice. So how do you do that? What you need is this bag, fill it up with ice cubes and add maybe half a cup or 3/4 cup of rock salt. So let me get that done. So we've added the ice, and there goes the rock salt. All you need to do after this, take your ice cream bag, put it inside, once again remove the air from the whole thing, and zip it closed. Now in here what you need to do is move the ice around until it completely engulfs the ice cream. And that's it. And you're done. After this, all you have to do is toss the bag around or move it. Keep doing this for around 10 minutes and you should get awesome creamy ice cream. If you have kids in the house, let them play with this. What I usually recommend is, since this becomes extremely cold, take a pair of oven mitts, pick up the bag and knock yourself out. And I shall see you after 10 minutes to see what this ice cream actually looks like. Okay, so we are done tossing this bag around for about 8 to 10 minutes and let's see what we have. Now bear in mind that the longer you toss this, obviously the harder the ice cream is going to freeze, so decide based on how you like your ice cream. I typically like mine a little softer, so in fact the consistency that I like may be done within about 5 or 6 minutes. So we have this bag and voila, we have our ice cream. Now let me just make this a little more pretty, put this in a cup and you guys can take a look at what this is like. So there we are. Creamy, awesome ice cream with salted pecans, vanilla flavor, high fat, ultra low carb. To me this tastes pretty much as good as any store-bought vanilla ice cream you can find, without all the sugar and the other additives that they add into it. So go ahead and enjoy. You're welcome to add any other toppings that you like. If you have extreme dark chocolate chips that are mainly chocolate and extremely low on sugar, feel free to add that into the mixture as well before you obviously start tossing it. Now the physics of this should have been fairly clear. The ice mixture is what takes away the temperature from the ice cream, or the ice surrounding is what takes away the temperature and hence freezes the mix in the center, and the constant tossing and the movement action is what keeps the ice cream kind of getting churned, and hence there are no icicles being formed. And that's about it. Takes about 10 minutes. If you have kids, more fun for them, unless of course they burst the bag open and then they spill salt water all over your living room, in which case you've got a different problem. Okay, knock yourselves out. Enjoy. Bye.